Imagine it's 1945. The dust from World War II is finally settling, and in a high-tech laboratory in Massachusetts, a self-taught engineer named Percy Spencer is standing in front of a humming machine. He isn't trying to change the way the world cooks, he's just trying to improve military radar. But then, he reaches into his pocket for a snack and freezes. His peanut cluster bar, his favorite midday treat, has turned into a hot, sticky mess of goo. This wasn't just a laundry disaster, it was a eureka moment that would revolutionize the American kitchen. To understand why this matters, you have to understand Percy Spencer. He wasn't a polished Ivy League graduate, he was a classic American underdog. Orphaned at a young age, he dropped out of grammar school to work in a mill. Yet, through sheer curiosity and grit, he taught himself trigonometry, calculus, and chemistry, eventually landing a job at Raytheon, a major U.S. defense contractor. By the 1940s, he was one of the world's leading experts on magnetotrons, the heavy-duty vacuum tubes used in radar systems to spot Nazi planes from miles away. On that fateful day, Spencer realized the magnetotron wasn't just emitting radio waves to track enemies, it was emitting microwaves that generated intense heat. While other scientists might have just wiped off their pants and gone back to work, Spencer's American spirit of innovation kicked in. He needed to know why. He immediately ran a test. He sent a runner to buy a bag of popcorn kernels. Spencer placed the kernels in front of the magnetotron tube, and within seconds they began to pop, scattering all over the lab floor. This was technically the world's first microwave popcorn. But Spencer needed more proof. For the next experiment, he chose a raw egg. As he and a curious colleague watched the egg vibrate under the invisible waves, the internal pressure rose so fast that the egg exploded right in the colleague's face. The science was undeniably messy, but it was sound. Spencer realized that these low-density microwave energy beams could cook food faster than any oven in history. Raytheon quickly patented the technology, and in 1947 they released the first commercial microwave oven. They called it the Radarange. But this wasn't the countertop appliance you know today. The first Radarange was a beast. It stood nearly 6 feet tall, weighed 750 pounds, and cost about $5,000, which is over $50,000 in today's money. It also had to be hooked up to a water line to keep the magnetotron from overheating. It took decades of American engineering to shrink that military-grade giant into the compact box that sits in your kitchen today. What started as a tool to defend the nation became a tool to feed it.